Okay, so let's start from the review questions. Question number 1. What do we have? Simplify the following algebraic expressions. Okay, so this is the first expression that we have. So as you can see, in both of these algebraic fractions, the denominators are same. So we can very easily add the numerators, right? So x plus x, it will be 2x. What will be the denominator? 3. So 2x divided by 3, that's the answer. Right, so here we can see we have two fractions, but the denominators are different. So we have to come up with the common denominator. So between these two denominators, what will be the least common denominator? The least common denominator will be 15, right? So that means in order to convert this 5 into a 15, I have to multiply 5 by 3. So I have to do the same thing to the above entire expression, which is x plus 1. So on the other fraction, in order to convert this 3 into a 15, I have to multiply by 5. So just as before, since I am multiplying the denominator by 5, I have to multiply this entire numerator, which is an algebraic expression, altogether by 5 as well. Okay? Okay, so 3 into x, 3x, positive to positive, this is positive. 3 into 1, 3, positive into positive, this is also positive. 5 into 2, 10x, positive into positive, this is positive. 5 into 3, 15, positive into positive, this is positive. So this entire expression is divided by 15 now, because the least common denominator is 15, right? Now we can simplify these two terms, okay? 3x plus 10x, what is that? 13x. Then I can simplify these two terms as well. 3 plus 15, what is that? 18. So this entire expression divided by 15. So what will be the answer? 13x plus 18 divided by 15. Right. So here we have three algebraic expressions. So the denominators are 3, 2 and 4. So the common denominator, also we can say least common denominator will be what? 12. Right? If we consider the first fraction, in order to convert this 3 into a 12, we need to multiply that by a 4. That means I have to do the same thing to the term above as well, or the numerator, right? So what will be the outcome? 4x divided by 12 plus, so in the next fraction, I have to multiply the denominator by 6. So I have to multiply the numerator by 6 as well. So what will be the outcome? 6x divided by 12 plus. Okay, so in the next fraction, we have to multiply the denominator by 3. So we have to multiply the numerator by 3 as well. So what will be the outcome? 3x by 12. Now here, all three denominators are same, which is 12. So we can simplify the numerators. 4x plus 6x, that is 10x. 10x plus 3x, that is 13x. So the outcome is 13x divided by 12. Right. Question number 4. So here we have two different denominators. So obviously the least common denominator will be what? 6, right? So take the first algebraic fraction. To convert this 3 into a 6, we need to multiply it by 2. So we need to do the same thing to the numerator as well. But here the entire numerator is what? An algebraic expression. Okay? So 2 into x, that is 2x, it is positive. 2 into 1, that is 2, it is also positive, right? So what will be the denominator? 6 plus, now take the second algebraic fraction. There we have the denominator 6 already. We don't have to do any conversions. So we can write it as it is. So x plus 3 entire expression divided by 6. Okay, so now I will rewrite these two addition of algebraic expressions in another way. Okay, so I can write 2x plus 2 plus x plus 3 entire expression divided by 6. Now I will continue from here, right? So now I can simplify. So 2x plus x, what will be the outcome? It will be 3x. Then we can add these two numbers. 2 plus 3, it will be what? 5. So 3x plus 5 divided by 6. That will be the answer. Okay, so in the next question, we have 3 algebraic fractions. Fortunately, all of them have the same denominator. So we can simply add the numerators together. So that means 2 plus 3 plus minus 1. Entire expression divided by a. 2 plus 3, that is 5. 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 divided by a. So that's the answer. Okay, so in the next question, both algebraic fractions have the same denominator. So we can simplify only thinking about the numerator values. So here the numerator is a number. Here the numerator is an expression. Okay. So 5 minus within brackets 3x plus 1. Okay. So here we have a bracket. Outside, what do we have? A 1. So this entire expression needs to be divided by what? X plus 2. We can use brackets here also. Okay. So 5, 1 into 3x, that is 3x. Negative to positive, this is negative. 1 into 1, that is 1. Negative to positive, this is negative. Entire expression divided by x plus 2. Right? So I will continue over here. So here we can simplify these two. That means what? 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 means 4 minus 3x. Entire expression divided by x plus 2. So that will be the answer. Exercise 13.1. What do we have? Question number 1. Simplify the following algebraic fractions. Okay. So a kind reminder, right? So from here onwards, right? Most of the fractions that in this lesson will be what? Algebraic fractions. But sometimes during the explanations, right, I might address them as simply fractions. But you must remember, most of the fractions are algebraic fractions, right? So we have two algebraic fractions. Denominators are different. So we have to come up with a common denominator. That means we have to think about the LCM of x and 3x. What would it be? It will be 3x. Now you know how to get this. Okay? Right. So what do we need to do? Since the least common denominator is 3x, we have to convert this denominator, which is an x, into a 3x. So what do we have to do? We need to multiply that by 3. Since we are multiplying that by 3, we have to multiply the numerator by 3 as well. 3 into 3, that is 9. X into 3, that is 3x. So the outcome will be what? 9 by 3x. Plus, now we come over to the next fraction. So there, the denominator is already a 3x. So no need to do any conversions. So we can simply write 1 by 3x. Now, both fractions, both algebraic fractions have the same denominator. So we can simply add the numerators. So 9 plus 1, it will be a 10. 10 by 3x. So that will be the answer. Right. So the next question. So here, what should be the least common multiple? It should be 4a. Right? So considering the first algebraic fraction, we don't have to do any conversions, right? So we can simply write it as 7 by 4a. Minus, now the second algebraic fraction. What must we do to convert this 2a into a 4a? We have to multiply that by what? 2. So since we are multiplying the denominator by 2, we have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well, right? So what do we have? 2 by 4a. Now we have two fractions where the denominators are the same, right? So we can simplify the numerators and get our answer. 7 minus 2, that's a 5. 5 by 4a. So that will be the answer. Okay. So in the next one, denominators are different, right? So we need to come up with a least common denominator. So what will be the least common denominator? It will be 20m square. Right. Now we have to understand, in the next step, we have to convert the denominator of this fraction into what? 20m square. So what should we multiply it? We have to multiply it with what? 4m. Since we are multiplying the denominator by 4m, we have to multiply the numerator by 4m as well. So what will be the outcome? 12m divided by 20m square plus. Right. So here, how do we convert this 4m square into 20m square? We simply have to multiply that by 5. Okay. So we multiply this by 5. So we need to multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So 5 into 5, that is 25. 4m squared into 5, that is 20m square. Then again I can rewrite this as what? 12m plus 25 entire expression divided by 20m square. Okay, next question. So here we have two denominators p and q. So what will be the least common denominator? It will be pq, right? So we have to convert the p of the first algebraic fraction into a pq. That means we need to multiply it by q. Since we are multiplying the denominator, we have to multiply the numerator as well, right? So what do we get? Q by pq plus, now we take the other fraction, right? Other algebraic fraction. So we need to multiply this by p in order to convert the q into a pq. So we have to multiply the numerator by p as well. So what do we get? P by pq. Then finally, I can simplify this as what? Q plus p entire expression divided by pq. Okay, simply. So we have 3x and 4x as the denominators, right? So what will be the common denominator or the least common multiple? It will be 12x, right? Okay, so take the first fraction. So 3x, we need to convert that into 12x. That means we need to multiply 3x by 4. Since we are multiplying the denominator by 4, we have to multiply the numerator by 4 as well. So 7 into 4, that is 28. 3x into 4, that is 12x. Minus, now the next fraction. What do we have to multiply 4x with? With 3. Since I am multiplying the denominator by 3, I have to multiply the numerator by 3 as well. So 5 into 3, that is 15. 15 by 12x, right? Okay, so now both fractions have the same denominator, so I can simplify the numerators, right? So 28 minus 15, what do we get? 13. So that means the answer is what? 13 by 12x. Okay, next question. So here we have 3 denominators. So what should be the least common multiple? 6a. Okay. Now how do we convert this 2a into 6a? We multiply it by 3. Since we are multiplying the denominator, we multiply the numerator by 3 as well. 3 into 3, that is 9. 2a into 3, that is 6a. Plus the next fraction. So there we have to convert this a into 6a. That means we need to multiply this by 6. Since we are multiplying the denominator, we have to multiply the numerator by 6 as well. So what do we get? 12 by 6a minus, so in the last fraction, we need to multiply 3a by what? 2. So we need to multiply the numerator 1 by 2 as well. 1 into 2, that is 2. 3a into 2, that is 6a. Okay. Right. So now we have to follow the BODMAS rule. Right. So that means first of all we need to simplify these two fractions. Right. So 9 plus 12, what do we get? 21 by 6a minus 2 by 6a. Okay, right. Then we have to do this subtraction, right? So 21 minus 2 means what? 19, and the denominator will be what? 6a. So the answer is 19 by 6a. Right. So in the next question, we have three different denominators, 4x, 3x and 2x. So what will be the least common denominator? It will be 12x, right? So take the first algebraic fraction. So we need to multiply the denominator by 3. So we need to do the same thing to the numerator as well, right? So 3 into 3, that is 9 by 12x minus. So in the second algebraic fraction, we need to multiply that by 4. So we need to repeat the same thing to the numerator as well. 2 into 4, that is 8 by 3x into 4, that is 12x. Plus, so here we need to multiply, that means of the third fraction, we need to multiply the denominator by 6. So we need to do the same thing to the numerator as well. 4 into 6, that is 24, divided by 2x into 6, that is 12x, right? Right. So the next step, we have to follow the BODMAS rule, okay? So we need to simplify these two fractions. So 9 by 12x minus 8 by 12x. So what will be the outcome? 1 by 12x plus 24 by 12x. Okay, so I will continue from here. So what will be the outcome of these two fractions? When we add them, it will be 25 by 12x. Okay, next question, right? So what will be the least common denominator? So we have m and 3m, so the least common denominator should be 3m, right? That means we need to multiply this m by 3 and the numerator by 3 as well. So what will be the outcome? 15 by 3m plus n by 3m, right? So as you know, in the next fraction, right, the denominator is already a 3m. So we don't have to do any conversions. So we can write it as it is, right? Then I can rewrite this same expression. It will have the same idea, right? 15 plus n, entire expression, divided by 3m. So that will be the answer. Okay, simple I, right? So here we have two denominators, a and b. So what should be the least common denominator? A, b, right? So that means take the first fraction. So we need to multiply b by a. Then we will be getting ab. So we have to multiply the numerator by a as well, right? So what do we get? A squared by ab. Then minus, so the next fraction, we have to multiply the denominator by b. So then we have to multiply the numerator by b as well. So what will be the outcome? B squared by ab, right? So then I can rewrite the same expression, right? A squared minus b squared, entire expression, divided by ab. Two denominators, 4a squared and 5a. So what should be the least common multiple? It should be 20a squared, right? So the first fraction, take the denominator, so we have to multiply that by 5. Then we have to multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So what do we get? 5 by 20a squared plus, next fraction, we will multiply 5a. Remember, we need to get 20a squared. That means we need to multiply this by 4a. So we have to do the same thing to the numerator as well. So what do we get? 12a divided by 20a squared. Okay. Then I can rearrange this as what? 5 plus 12a, entire expression, divided by 20a squared. So that will be the answer. Okay, next question. So we have been given two fractions. So the denominators are m squared and 5m. So what will be the least common denominator? 5m squared. Okay. So if we think about the first fraction, so we need to multiply that by 5. the denominator. So that means we need to multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So what will be the value? 15m, right? Divide by 5m square. Minus, now think about the next fraction. So we need to multiply the denominator by m. So that means we have to multiply the numerator by m as well. So we have 4m divided by 5m square, right? So just as before, I can rewrite this entire subtraction of these two algebraic fractions in another way, which is 15n minus 4m entire expression divided by 5m square. So that's the answer. Okay, so we have three algebraic expressions. So what will be the least common denominator? If we think about the numbers, least common denominator will be 12. If we think about the letters, it will be what? A squared and b. So that means 12 a squared and b, it will be the least common denominator. Right. So that means we need to multiply this term by what? 6b. So we need to multiply 3 by 6b as well. Okay. Then we need to multiply this term by what? 3a squared. So we need to multiply 5 by 3a squared as well. Right. So this 3 we need to multiply by what? 4a squared b. So we need to do the same thing to the term above. We need to multiply by 4a squared b. Right. So here what will be the value? 18b minus 15a squared plus 16a squared b squared. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 12a squared b. So this will be the answer. Right. Exercise 13.2. What do we have? Simplify the following algebraic expressions. So here we have two algebraic expressions, different denominators. So what will be the least common denominator? A into a plus 2. So we have to multiply this term by a plus 2. So we need to do the same thing to the number 1 as well. So 1 into a plus 2. Then we need to multiply this expression by a. So we need to do the same thing to number 2. So here what do we have? 1 into a plus 2. This is a positive 1 plus 2a. 2 into a, 2a. Then the entire expression we need to divide that by what? A into a plus 2. Right. So we need to simplify the brackets here. A plus 2 plus 2a. Entire expression divided by a into a plus 2. So I will continue from here. So a and 2a, what is that? 3a plus 2. Entire expression divided by a into a plus 2. So that will be the answer. Okay. So this is the next expression, right? So what will be the least common denominator? It will be x within brackets x plus 1. Okay. Right. So first fraction, right? Denominator x, we need to multiply that by what? We need to multiply that by x plus 1. So we need to multiply the numerator by x plus 1 as well, right? So there what do we get? 5 into x plus 1. The second fraction, right? So there we need to multiply this by what? We need to multiply that by x. So we need to multiply the numerator by x as well. Okay. So plus 3x, right? Now this entire expression must be divided by what? X into x plus 1. So now we can simplify this bracket. So what do we get? 5x plus 5 plus 3x. Entire expression divided by x into x plus 1. Okay. So we will move over to here, right? So now we can simplify these two terms, right? 5x plus 3x. So it will be 8x. 8x plus 5. So this entire expression must be divided by x into x plus 1. So this will be the answer. Okay, next one. So here what will be the LCM? So it will be x plus 1 into x plus 3. Okay. So that means take the first fraction. So this one we need to multiply by what? We need to multiply by x plus 3. So since we are multiplying the denominator by x plus 3, we need to multiply the numerator by x plus 3 as well. Okay. Okay. So there what do we have? Plus 1 into x plus 3. Okay. So the next fraction, and also there should be a plus here, right? So we have x plus 3. That means we need to multiply this by what? X plus 1. So we have to multiply the numerator with x plus 1 as well. So that means 2 within brackets x plus 1. Okay. Now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? X plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay. So now we can simplify the brackets. Here we have what? X plus 3 plus here we have 2x plus 2. Entire expression must be divided by what? X plus 1 and x plus 3. Okay. So here I will continue from here. So we can simplify these two terms, right? So the outcome will be 3x. Then we can simplify these two numbers. So the outcome will be what? Plus 5. Then we can divide this by what? X plus 1 into x plus 3. So this will be the answer. Okay. So next one, right? So as you can see here we have a number. So we can rewrite this number as a fraction as 5 by 1. So that means what will be the least common denominator? In this case it will be x plus 3. Here what do we have to do? We need to multiply 1 with x plus 3. That means we need to multiply 5 with x plus 3. Okay. So we have 5 into x plus 3 plus. So if we take the next algebraic fraction, do we have to do any more changes? No. The denominator is already x plus 3. So we can write the number 2 as it is. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 3. Okay. So now we will simplify the brackets. We have 5x plus 15 plus 2. Entire expression divided by x plus 3. Okay. Right. So we can simplify these two numbers a bit more, right? So I will continue over here. So we have 5x plus 17 entire expression divided by x plus 3. So this is the answer. Okay. So the next question here, as you can see, we have different denominators. So what should be the least common denominator? So it will be somewhat of a longer one, right? So it will be 3 into 2x plus 1 into 4x plus 1, right? So that means if we consider the first fraction, right? So we need to multiply the first fraction by what? We need to multiply this by 3 into 2x plus 1. That means we need to multiply the numerator also by 3 into 2x plus 1. Okay. So we will have to be careful in writing that. So 5 into 3 into 2x plus 1, then minus. Okay. So the next one, we have 3 and 2x plus 1. So we need to multiply this by what? We need to multiply this by 4x plus 1, right? That means we need to multiply this also by what? 4x plus 1. Right. So this will be 1 into 4x plus 1. Okay. Now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 3 into 2x plus 1, then 4x plus 1. Right. So now we have to do some simplifications here. Okay. So 5 into 3, that is 15. 15 into 2x, it will be 30x. Then again we have 15 into 1, which will be just 15. 1 into 4x, that is 4x, and it will be negative. 1 into 1, that will be 1, and also it will be negative. So we have minus 4x here and minus 1 here. right? Now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 3 into 2x plus 1 into 4x plus 1. Right. So now I will continue from here. Okay. So we can simplify these two terms, right? 30x minus 4x. So we will be getting 26x. 15 minus 1, we will be getting 14. So this entire expression needs to be divided by what? 3 into 2x plus 1, 4x plus 1. So if we take a very closer look at this entire expression, we can see that we can factorize 26x plus 14, right? So we can select 2 as a common factor. What goes inside? 13x plus 7. Now this entire expression must be divided by what? 3 into 2x plus 1 and 4x plus 1. So that will be the final answer. Okay, so here we have to select what as the LCM? X plus 5 and x minus 5. X plus 5 needs to be multiplied by 5 minus x. So numerator same value, so we have to multiply that by 5 minus x as well, right? So that means 8 into within brackets 5 minus x, then minus 3. So this 5 minus x needs to be multiplied with what? X plus 5. That means this 3 must be multiplied with x plus 5. Okay, so negative 3 into x plus 5. Right, now the entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 5 and 5 minus x. Okay, so now we can do some simplifications here. 8 into 5, that is 40. 8 into x, that is 8x. So this will be negative. 3 into x, that is 3x, and it is also negative. 3 into 5, it is 15 and it's negative. Now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? X plus 5 and 5 minus x. Right, so I will continue over here, right? So we can simplify these two numbers. Okay, so what will be the outcome? 40 minus 15. So 40 minus 10, that is 30. 30 minus 5, it will be 25. So this will be 25. Minus 8x minus 3x. What's the outcome? Minus 11x. Now this entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 5 and 5 minus x. So this is the answer. Okay, so here what should be the LCM? So we have x, then we have x plus 5, then we have x minus 2. Okay, so that means the denominator must be multiplied by what? X and x minus 2. So the numerator must be multiplied by x and x minus 2. Then x minus 2. So it should be multiplied by what? X and x plus 5. So the numerator should be multiplied by x and x plus 5. Right. So here the denominator should be multiplied by what? It should be multiplied by x plus 5 and x minus 2. So the numerator must be multiplied by x plus 5 and x minus 2. Okay, so we will do this multiplication. So 2 into x within brackets x minus 2. Okay, then plus 3 into x within brackets x plus 5. Then plus 1 into x plus 5 into x minus 2. Okay, so 2 into x, 2x. 2x into x, it will be 2x squared. 2x into 2, it will be minus 4x. Plus 3x into x, it will be 3x squared. 3x into 5, it will be 15x. Okay, right. So here we have what? Binomial expression. So we have to simplify it. X into x, it will be x squared. So here we have x squared. So then, so x into 2, 2x and it will be negative. Okay, 5 into x, that is 5x, and it is positive. So what's the outcome of this? Positive 3x, right? So x squared plus 3x, then 5 into 2, we have a 10, it is negative. So this entire expression needs to be divided by what? X into x plus 5 into x minus 2. Right, so now we will simplify. 2x squared plus 3x squared. What's the outcome? 5x squared. 5x squared plus x squared. What's the outcome? 6x squared. Minus 4x plus 15x. What's the outcome? 11x. 11x plus 3x. What's the outcome? 14x. Minus 10. Right? Then again, this entire expression needs to be divided by what? X into x plus 5 into x minus 2. So finally, this will be the answer. Okay, so here, what should be the LCM? 1 minus x and 5 minus x. So 1 minus x, we need to multiply that by what? 5 minus x. That means the numerator must be multiplied by 5 minus x as well. Right? So we will write it 2 within brackets 5 minus x. Right. Then minus 3. So here 5 minus x must be multiplied by what? It must be multiplied by 1 minus x. So this should be multiplied by 1 minus x as well. So 3 into 1 minus x. So the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 1 minus x and 5 minus x. Okay. So now we will simplify the brackets. So here we have a 10 minus 2x minus 3 plus 3x. So the entire expression needs to be divided by 1 minus x and 5 minus x. Right? So we will continue from here. So we can simplify this a bit more. Right? So we can simplify these two numbers. Okay. So 10 minus 3. What should be the outcome? 7. Then 2x and 3x. Right. So what should be the outcome? So the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 1 minus x and 5 minus x. So this should be the answer. Okay. So here, what should be the least common multiple? We have a 2, we have a 3, then we have y minus 2. Right? So this should be the least common multiple. Right? So that means this denominator we need to multiply by 3. So this numerator must be multiplied by 3 as well. Right? So here this denominator must be multiplied by 2. This numerator must be multiplied by 2 as well. Okay? So 3 into 3, that is 9, plus 2 into 2, that is 4. So this entire expression needs to be divided by what? 2 into 3, so we can write it as 6 divided by y minus 2. So we can simplify this. 13 divided by 6 within brackets y minus 2. So that will be the answer. Okay, simple J. So what will be the least common denominator? M minus 3 into 2m minus 1. Right, so that means we need to multiply this expression by 2m minus 1. So we need to do the same thing to the number above. 2m minus 1. We need to multiply that by 1. Then we need to multiply this expression by what? M minus 3. Then we need to multiply this by m minus 3. Okay. So what do we have? 1 into 2m minus 1 minus 2 into m minus 3. Entire expression divided by m minus 3 and 2m minus 1. Right. So we will simplify the brackets here. 2m minus 1. Now be careful. This is a minus 2. So minus 2m plus 6. Then the entire expression we need to divide it by what? M minus 3 and 2m minus 1. Okay, so I will continue from here. So as you can see, I can cancel off these two. So we have minus 1 plus 6. So the outcome will be 5 divided by m minus 3 and 2m minus 1. So that will be the answer. Okay, so the next expression. So what will be the least common denominator? X minus 6 into 2x minus 5. Right. So that means we need to multiply this expression by 2x minus 5. So we have to do the same thing to the number above. So we need to multiply 3 by 2x minus 5. So here we need to multiply this expression by x minus 6. So we have to do the same thing to the number above as well, right? Okay, so what do we have? 3 into 2x minus 5 minus 2 into x minus 6. Entire expression needs to be divided by what? X minus 6 and 2x minus 5. So we will do some simplifications here. So 6x minus 15 minus 2x plus 12. Entire expression divided by what? X minus 6 and 2x minus 5. So we will continue from here. So we can do some simplifications here. 6x minus 2x means 4x. Negative 15 plus 12. What is that? Outcome is negative 3. So we can write this as minus 3. Divide by what? X minus 6 and 2x minus 5. So that will be the answer. Okay. So here, what should be the least common multiple? So we have a 3, we have a 5, then we have x plus 1 along with x minus 1, right? So that means this denominator must be multiplied by what? It needs to be multiplied by 5 and x minus 1. So this also needs to be multiplied by 5 and x minus 1. Okay. So the other denominator, this one should be multiplied by what? 3 into x plus 1. So this should be multiplied by 3 into x plus 1. So 4 into 5 into x minus 1 minus 2 into 3 into x plus 1. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 3 into 5, we will write it as 15. Huh? 15 into x plus 1 and x minus 1. Okay, 4 into 5, 20. Right? So we will simplify the brackets as well. So 20 into x, it will be 20x. Then minus 20. Here be careful, 2 into 3, that is 6. But it's a negative 6. Negative 6 into x, what's the outcome? Negative 6x. Right? 6 into 1, it will be 6. Negative into positive, it will be negative. Okay? Then the entire expression needs to be divided by what? 15 into x plus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, so here we can do some simplifications. 20x minus 6x means 14x. Okay? Minus 20 minus 6. So the outcome is minus 26. Then again we have to divide this entire expression by what? 15 into x plus 1 into x minus 1. Right. So as you can see, we can do some factorization here. So I can take 2 as the factor. So what goes inside? So what goes inside? 7x minus 13. So this entire expression again needs to be divided by what? 15 into x plus 1 into x minus 1. Right. So here we have this expression. Okay. Now we have to be very careful, because if you take a good look at the denominator of the first algebraic fraction, right, you have to notice that it is what? A difference of squares. So we have to expand it. Okay. So x plus 3 divided by x minus 1 x plus 1. Okay. Plus 1 by x plus 1. Okay. Now thinking about this step, what should be the LCM? It should be x minus 1 and x plus 1, right? So that means if we take the first fraction, we don't have to do any changes. We can simply write it as it is, x plus 3. What about this one? So there we have to multiply the denominator by x minus 1. Okay, that means we need to multiply the numerator by x minus 1 as well. Okay, so plus 1 into x minus 1. Now the entire expression needs to be divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Okay, right. So from here we can do some simplifications, right? So first of all we have to simplify the brackets. Okay, so we have x plus 3 plus x minus 1. Okay, so the entire expression needs to be divided by what? X minus 1 and x plus 1. Now what can we do? We can simplify these two terms. So the outcome will be what? 2x. Then we can simplify these two numbers. So the outcome will be what? Plus 2. So the entire thing needs to be divided by what? X minus 1, x plus 1. Right. So we are not done yet. We can do some factorizing here, right? Take these two terms. We can consider 2 as a common factor. What goes inside? X plus 1. So again this expression needs to be divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now we can cancel off these two terms. So the outcome will be what? 2 divided by x minus 1. So that should be the answer. Okay, so the next one. Here also we have to rewrite the denominator of the second fraction, right? So this should be t minus 1 and t plus 1. No changes to that one. Plus 1 by t minus 1 t plus 1. Okay. So what's the least common denominator here? T minus 1 t plus 1. Okay. So that means we have to multiply this term by what? We have to multiply this by t minus 1. Okay. So we need to multiply the above term by t minus 1 as well. Okay. So the next term. So there you can see for the denominator we have the LCM. So no changes to there, right? So what do we have here? T minus 1 into t minus 1 plus 1 entire expression divided by t minus 1 t plus 1. Okay, so we will continue from here. So we have to simplify these binomial expressions. T into t, it should be t squared. T into 1, it should be t and it's negative. 1 into t, it is t and also it is negative. 1 into 1, it is 1 and it is positive. Then plus 1. Okay, so now the entire expression needs to be divided by what? T minus 1 t plus 1. So here we can actually do some simplifications. We have t squared minus 2t plus 2 entire expression divided by t minus 1 and t plus 1. So this should be the answer. Okay, so as we can see, we have 3 different denominators, all of which are algebraic expressions, right? So we can write 1 by x plus 1 plus, we can expand this. So we can actually leave it as it is, 1 by x plus 1 square, okay, plus 1 by, this is a difference of squares, so we can write x minus 1 into x plus 1. Okay, so that means we have x plus 1 and also x minus 1, right? 2 different algebraic expressions. So what should be the least common multiple, right? So that means we have to consider the highest exponent of each of the algebraic expressions here, right? So when we consider x plus 1, actually it should be what? X plus 1 square, okay? Then when it comes to x minus 1, we only have the first power to it, right? So it should be the least common multiple, right? So that means when we consider the first term, okay? So first term must be multiplied by what? It must be multiplied by x plus 1 and x minus 1. That is when we get what? X plus 1 square. Okay? That means the numerator must be multiplied by x plus 1 and x minus 1 as well. Right? So here this term needs to be multiplied by what? X minus 1 only. So that means this one must be multiplied with x minus 1 only. Right, so we have these two terms here, right? So that means we need to multiply this term by what? X plus 1 only, right? That means we need to multiply the 1 with x plus 1 as well. We have to do some simplifications here, right? So x into x, it should be what? X squared. X into 1, it should be x and it is negative. 1 into x, it should be x and it should be positive. 1 into 1, it should be negative 1. Okay? So then we have what? Plus x minus 1. Okay? Then what do we have? We have x plus 1. Right. So then this entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Okay? Right. So actually we can do some simplifications here as well. Right? So we have x squared here. So there is only one term for that. So we can write x squared. Then we have minus x plus x. So we can cancel off these two. Right? Then we have plus x and another plus x. So the outcome should be what? Plus 2x. Okay. Then we have a minus 1. Minus 1, that means minus 2 or negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 means negative 1. Right. Then this entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. Okay. So this should be the answer. Okay. So here what do we have to do? First of all, we will try to factorize this expression. Okay. So we have a squared minus a minus 6. Okay. So here minus, no? So when we multiply these two terms together, what do we get? Negative 6a squared. What is the middle term? Negative a. Right? So that means 3 into 2. Okay. 3 into 2. So the larger factor should be negative. So a squared minus 3a plus 2a minus 6. Okay. Consider these two terms. Common factor will be a. What goes inside? A minus 3. Consider these two terms. Common factor will be 2. What goes inside? A minus 3. Okay. Then what do we have? A minus 3 and a plus 2. Right. So 1 divided by a minus 3 plus 1 divided by a minus 3 and a plus 2. Okay. So here what should be the LCM? It should be a minus 3 and a plus 2. Okay. So here we have a minus 3. That means we need to multiply this by what? A plus 2. That means we need to multiply the number above as well. So a plus 2. Okay. So here we have a plus 2. Then if you take a look at the denominator, right, of the next fraction, right, actually we have the LCM there. So we don't have to do any changes. Simply we can write plus 1. Then entire expression needs to be divided by what? A minus 3 a plus 2. Okay, so I will simplify this expression here. So this will be what? A plus 3 entire expression divided by a minus 3 and a plus 2. So that will be the answer. Okay, so here just as before we will factorize this expression. Okay, so x squared plus x minus 6. So when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 6x squared and the middle term is x, and also it is positive. Okay, so 3 into 2, the larger factor should be positive. So x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. Okay, consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 3. Consider these two terms, common factor is negative 2. What goes inside? X plus 3. Right? That means we get x plus 3 and x minus 2. Okay, so I can write 1 by x plus 3 plus 1 by, so this should be x plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so here what should be the LCM? X plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so as you can see, x plus 3 needs to be multiplied by x minus 2. That means number 1 must be multiplied by x minus 2 as well, right? So we will write it 1 within brackets x minus 2 plus, so here we have the LCM, so that means we don't have to do any changes to this fraction, right? So we can simply write 1. Right, so then we can write the entire expression divided by x plus 3 into x minus 2. Okay, so we will simplify this a bit. So we are getting x minus 2 plus 1 entire expression divided by x plus 3 and x minus 2. Okay, so we can simplify a bit more, right? So here we have a minus 2 and a plus 1, so the outcome is what? X minus 1. Divide by x plus 3 and x minus 2. So this should be the answer. Okay, so here we have two trinomial quadratic expressions. So it is better that if we can factorize this. Okay. Okay, so we will consider the first factor, x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, so that means when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 2x squared and the middle term is 1x. It is also positive. So that means we have to consider 2 into 1 and 2 should be positive. So x squared plus 2x minus x minus 2. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 2. Minus 1, what goes inside? X plus 2. Then we have what? X plus 2 and x minus 1 as the two factors. So we can write 3 divided by x plus 2 and x minus 1 minus, okay, so now we can consider this expression. So x squared minus x minus 6. Okay, so when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get negative 6x squared and the middle term is negative x, right? That means we have to consider 3 into 2 and the larger factor should be negative 3. So x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X minus 3 plus 2, what goes inside? X minus 3. Then we have what? X minus 3 and x plus 2. That means this is 1 divided by x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, so what should be the LCM? It should be x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Okay, so consider the first fraction. That means we have to multiply this by x minus 3. So we have to multiply the numerator by x minus 3 as well. Right? So here we have x minus 3 and x plus 2. That means we need to multiply this by x minus 1. So we need to multiply the numerator by x minus 1 as well. Okay. So 3 into x minus 3 minus 1 x minus 1. So then we have to divide this entire expression by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Right. So it should be the common denominator. Right. We will continue from here. So we can simplify the brackets. 3x minus 9 negative x plus 1. Okay. So here we have this entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. Right. So we can continue over from here. So we can simplify some of the terms here. So here we have 3x and x. So what should be the outcome? It should be 2x. Right. Then we have these two numbers, negative 9 or minus 9 and plus 1. So what should be the outcome? Minus 8. Then we can divide this by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. So as you can see here we can do some factorization also. So 2 into x minus 4 entire expression divided by x plus 2, x minus 1 and x minus 3. So this should be the answer. Right. So the next expression. So we have to factorize these two quadratic expressions. So that means this should be what? 4 divided by p plus 3 and p minus 2. So that means 2 divided by p plus 3, p plus 2. Okay, so what should be the least common denominator? It should be p plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. So that means these two expressions needs to be multiplied by what? P plus 2. So that means we need to multiply this by p plus 2 as well. So these two terms we need to multiply this by p minus 2. So that means we need to multiply this number by p minus 2 as well. Okay. So what do we get? 4 into p plus 2 minus 2 into p minus 2. Entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. Okay, so now we can simplify this. 4p plus 8 minus 2p plus 4. Entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p minus 2, p plus 2. Okay, so we will continue from here. 4p minus 2p, what is that? 2p. 8 plus 4, what is that? 12. So the entire expression needs to be divided by what? P plus 3, p plus 2, p minus 2. Right, and also we can simplify this term a bit. So 2 within brackets, p plus 6, entire expression divided by what? P plus 3, p plus 2, p minus 2. So this will be the answer. Okay, so here also we have to factorize this expression. So we have x squared plus 4x plus 4, right? So when we multiply the first term and the last term, what do we get? 4x squared, it is positive, and the middle term is also 4x and it is also positive. That means 2 into 2. So x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. Consider these two terms, common factor is x. What goes inside? X plus 2. Consider these two terms, common factor is 2. What goes inside? X plus 2. Then what do we have? X plus 2 into x plus 2. Right. So we can write 1 divided by, since we have x plus 2 into x plus 2, we can rewrite this as what? X plus 2 entire expression raised to the power 2 minus 1 divided by x minus 2 into x plus 2. Okay, so what's the least common multiple? X plus 2 squared and x minus 2. Okay, so that means we have to multiply this term by x minus 2. So we need to multiply 1 by x minus 2 as well. So for this expression, right, we have x minus 2 and x plus 2. That means we need to multiply this term by x plus 2 once. So we need to multiply 1 by x plus 2 as well. Okay. Okay. So that means we have 1 into x minus 2. This is positive, minus 1 into x plus 2. Right. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by x plus 2 entire thing squared and x minus 2. Okay. Right. Okay. So when we simplify the brackets, what do we get? X minus 2 minus x minus 2. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So actually here we can do some simplifications. No. So here we can cancel off the 2 x's. Then minus 2, that means the outcome is negative 4. Divided by x plus 2 entire expression squared into x minus 2. So that's the answer. Right, here also we need to factorize both of these expressions, right? Right, so actually we can come up with the factorization at once, right? So 3 divided by, so when we multiply the first term and the last term, we get what? 6a squared. Middle term is 5a. So what do we have? 3 into 2. So a plus 3, a plus 2. Right? Then here, what do we have? 1 divided by. So first term and the last term, 3a squared. Middle term is 4a. So 3 into 1. So a plus 3, a plus 1. Okay. Then what should be the least common multiple? A plus 3, a plus 2 and a plus 1. That means we need to multiply this expression by a plus 1. So we need to multiply the 3 by a plus 1 as well. Okay. These two expressions we need to multiply by what? A plus 2. That means we need to multiply 1 by a plus 2 as well. Okay. So 3 within brackets a plus 1 plus 1 within brackets a plus 2. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So now we can do some simplifications here. So 3a plus 3 plus a plus 2. Okay. So again, the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So here we can do some simplifications. Right. So 3a into a, it will be 4a. 3 plus 2, it will be 5. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. Okay. So here we need to factorize this expression. So actually by observing, we can come up with the factorization. Right. So 1 by 2a plus 1 plus 1 divided by. So when we multiply these two terms together, we get 2a squared. Okay. Then the middle term is 3a. So a plus 2 and a plus 1. Okay. So what should be the least common multiple? 2a plus 1, a plus 2 and a plus 1. Right. So here we need to multiply 2a plus 1 by what? A plus 2 and a plus 1. So we need to multiply this by a plus 2 and a plus 1. Okay. So I have 1 into a plus 2 and a plus 1 plus. So here this term should be multiplied by what? 2a plus 1. That means we need to multiply 1 by 2a plus 1 as well. Okay. So 1 into 2a plus 1. Okay. Then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So we can simplify here. So that means we need to simplify these two binomial expressions. So we have a squared. Okay, so we will simplify here. That means we need to simplify these binomial expressions. So a into a, we are getting a squared. A into 1 plus a, or positive a. 2 into a, positive 2a plus 2. Okay, plus 2a plus 1. Right, then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. Right. So actually we can do some simplifications here. So I will do it over here on this side. So we have a squared here. So no square term for a. So we can write simply a squared. Then we have a here, 2a here. That means 3a. 3a plus 2a. That means 5a. 2 plus 1. That means 3. Right. So then the entire expression needs to be divided by the LCM. So this should be the answer.